I'm tempted to put in my signature, my cock is much bigger than yours, and then dash, what is it called? System of a Down.
My friend today, right? My friend started singing Systems of a Down songs, but instead he decided to be really camp with it. It's just like disorder. Disorder.
Oh no, cool in the night with the cool regulators smoking cigarettes. My cock is much bigger than yours. My cock can walk right through the door with the feeling for sure. It's got the truth and got for more.
I think we got our intro right there.
My shit thinks so much better than yours. My shit can stink right through the floor. Got you screaming.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the GamesForum podcast. It is episode 17. Woo! I am your host, as always, Raw Powered, and with me this week we've got the likes of Colossal Marlin.
Sucking on my titties like you wanted me. Calling me all the time I found it.
I'm wondering if we should keep that entire bit that we've just done and just leave it to the end. Because, you know, we could have, like, the Peaches finale or something. Alright, with me also this week we have the return of Anders.
Hello, everyone.
Nice to see you again.
Yeah.
Nice to have you sucking on my titties.
No problem.
This is so PG-13 right now. And also we have the return from, you know, a rather sick week he's had. It's Deus Ex Machina.
Hey guys.
How are you feeling?
It'd feel much better if I was sucking on my titties.
Mm-hmm. What was?
Oh yeah, that'd grow my immune system. The milk would like give me a better immune system.
But no, what happened? Deus?
I had the flu.
Oh man,
is that what you call it in France? The flu.
The flu. No.
No, they call it Napoleon.
French. In French, it's just called grip.
Grip.
Grip. Yeah. You got the grip.
Yeah, pretty much. Like,
that sounds like an STD.
I'll tell you what, like
I got the grip.
I'll tell you what, like speaking of STDs, I just remembered that I used to go to Plumpton College with and basically once there was actually a Plumpton's own strand of STD. Like I've apparently what the rumor was that someone with chlamydia fucked a horse. I think there was this girl who fucked one of the horses there, and then passed it around to the other guys in college. So you know,
it must have thought she was horsing around.
Oh,
that was terrible. Don't do that.
Are you sure? Are you sure the horse didn't spread it around?
Oh yeah, that horse was crazy. It was just running around the college, just jizzing everywhere.
Hey, it can't be the guy that walked into a bear cage with his pants down, and the bear raped him, but he drowned in the bear's semen when it comes in.
What was this? When was this?
Oh, God knows, but it was a story I read on the internet.
Now, what have we told you about reading stuff on the internet? It's probably not true.
It was a news article. I know that much.
But no, Plumpton, I think, is now famous for having its own strand of chlamydia.
Horse chlamydia.
But enough of
chlamydia.
But that's enough about semen this week. Let's get on with video games.
Yay.
What have you been playing, Deus? That's right, what did you use this week?
Assassin's Creed 2.
Creed.
Creed, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's some nice ass in that game.
I've been playing with myself, but that doesn't count, I guess.
Dude, too much information.
I thought we were already done with sleep this week.
We were done with the sex jokes, and then you brought it back.
Says you. Says you.
I didn't say anything.
Let's rewind the podcast by about 4 minutes.
Let's not.
I'm sorry. You want me to start singing "Sucking on My Titties"?
No, please don't.
No, that's what I thought.
We have plenty of time for that at the end.
Awesome.
You can have a solo.
I'll probably just sing Cigarro like I was singing it earlier.
Alright, so no, tell us about Assassin's Creed 2.
It's very
old.
stealthy.
Yeah.
Well, I'm only playing it because I need to complete on the PS3 and then I'm waiting for A Realm Reborn to arrive.
Alright. That's
It's
cool.
the best Assassin's Creed, hands down.
The second one is the best one?
Yeah, the second one is the best one.
I've never played an Assassin's Creed properly, but
Which one do you think, Anders?
None of them.
Well, I personally like the second for them having.
Well, one of them
being
has
the
to be
baby.
good.
I don't know.
Yeah, well,
I guess-
they
I
don't
guess
have to all be good. Just one has to technically be the best
guess-
of all of them.
I guess I played the second one the most. So,
The best around.
Completed it like 4 times
So we're
now.
going to take it down. The best around. No, I'd agree saying the second Assassin's Creed was probably the better of.
I bought all the Assassin's Creed for PS3 to go through them all, but I haven't played number 1 because it doesn't have any trophies.
really?
oh, come on.
Yeah, it doesn't have trophies. I've already completed it once on the Xbox, so I had no need to play it. It's not like it adds to my trophy collection.
That's weird. Are trophies optional on the PS3? Like, does the game have to have trophies?
No, but I mean, considering I've already played it and completed it.
No, I mean, like on the Xbox, all games released have to have 1,000 points and so many achievements. But
on the PS3, like GTA 4, that didn't have trophies, and then they brought trophies out for it. So I don't know why they didn't bring out trophies for
Do you know what?
Assassin's
Talking about
Creed.
achievements, I remember the good old days when achievements were like 60 points an achievement, but you needed to do insane things. Like Call of Duty 2 has got, I think 13 or 12 achievements or something like that, where it's literally, one of them is for completing the tutorial mission, one's for completing the campaign, the rest complete the game on veteran essentially.
you can't beat you can't beat Avatar, The Last Airbender 1.
No,
5 achievements.
I'm quite
like
happy to
50
say
hit
that's not
combo.
my game list.
It's 200. I think it's a 250 hit combo, and you got 1,000 G.
Sonic the Fighters is incredibly easy as well. Like, you pay 400 Microsoft points. Oh wait, no, you don't even pay Microsoft points for it now, do you? But it's a very cheap port of this arcade Sonic fighting game. Basically, if one arcade run, not even completing the arcade run, you've got all the achievements. It's that stupid.
Do you want to know the stupidest achievement, which pisses every completionist off if they ever buy the game?
What's that?
Bullet Witch.
Oh, that's the 1 point achievement.
Yeah, it's like 999 G is piss easy to get.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's that 1 G for completing on hell mode where you die in 1 bullet.
Now, if you want to know what's annoying, it's trying to get 100% on Lost Planet 2. Because the leaderboards for that game, you have to get the world record in a... You actually have to get the world record in the world
Really?
to get an achievement
That's
on
really
one of the
dumb.
training missions. Yeah,
Just
because
retarded.
it could be an alien planet. So on Earth, you have to be the best player at one thing, and it's like there's been a guy who's been going around just just screwing everybody over with it. But yeah.
And it's annoying because all the achievements in Lost Planet 2 are locked, so you don't even know what you're supposed to do for them.
Like,
Wait, they're
some of them,
secret?
like, You can guess what most of them are, but I mean they're all secret. There's like I think there's 4 or 5 at the beginning that you can see, and it's like just complete this first like couple of levels, and it's like complete the level. But everything else is like, bitch, you don't know what you got to do.
That sounds like a big fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, it's a fun fuck you. It's a light-hearted fuck you.
It's a good fuck you. Okay, I see.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say it's a good fuck. That's pushing it, but
Yeah. Okay.
it's a fuck you all together. It's all the same. It's a fuck you.
It's a decent fuck you.
It's a fair fuck you.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's what you've been playing this week. Anders, what have you been playing?
I have been playing more Saints Row 4.
Nice.
Yay!
Yeah. I finished the story, the campaign the other day,
Oh yeah.
and I am just working to get all the achievements, which is pretty difficult, I think.
I'll be honest, I've not struggled with them. I've got most. I think there's only 2 that I'm missing, and that's 40 hours and 1,000 power kills.
Yeah, I'm kind of struggling with some of the challenges for getting gold medals.
Yeah. Oh.
Mind over murder is kind of shit.
You know what? I had no trouble with Mind Over Murder.
Really?
Really?
Huh.
The only one that I had trouble with was the mayhems, were the telekinetic mayhem. That was the one I had trouble with, and I had to go back and try and get gold on that.
I think I did that like on the first try. I've also been I kind of gave Saints Row 4 a break and started playing the first Saints Row a bit.
Oh.
Which is a really that's a change.
It's not good. It's really not good.
It's not great.
I really don't like it, to be honest. Like it's not the fact that it's not the goofiness of Saints Row 3 or 4. It is just trying too hard to be GTA.
Yeah.
And it feels so raw. It feels like they just made a sandbox and just tried to that's like texture everything without really leaving room to improve. There's like
so it was raw without gasm.
yeah, real funny. It just feels bare, It just feels like they didn't really have enough time to work on it, and they just kind of left it as it is.
It is a very naked game.
Yeah.
There are a few things I wish they had kept in 3 and 4, like you can rob stores, and you can.
Do that.
You can.
Yeah.
In number 3 you could hostage the owner and all that crap.
It's the same as that. It's just hostage, and it's not like you actually go in the back door or anything and bounce chicken or anything like that.
Well, they removed like quite a few things from like in the third one, but I think it's weird that they didn't. I can't really think of anything right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like buying clothes, for example, is a lot more fun in 1 and 2. Because in the 3rd and 4th one, you just go to one store and they have everything, basically.
Yeah. No, in 3 and 4, I believe there's like 3 different stores.
But
yeah.
If you go to one Planet
some of it
Saints,
doesn't make sense.
Like there was in Saints Row 1 and 2, I believe there was stuff like
sloppy seconds.
Sloppy seconds, first
on the rag.
Yeah, on the rag, first impressions, which is like all the like suits and stuff like that. And then there was another one, which I can't remember the name of.
Branded, it's called.
Yeah, that's the one. Mm-hmm.
But one on the rag, for instance, don't have the same selection as another of
exactly.
the same. That's I like that.
Yeah.
Like in 3 and 4, you can just buy everything at one place.
Pretty much Planet Saints.
Yeah, or Planet Zen.
Well, it's all under the premise that you've taken over Ultor at that point.
Yeah.
So
spoilers.
Well, no, yes, it's not spoilers after a year.
Spoilers for a 4-year-old game.
No, it's a case like spoiler. Well, I'll go over the spoiler rules later, but in fact, that's what I'll talk about when spoilers stop being spoilers, essentially.
Yeah, it's been, if you haven't played Saints Row 1 and 2,
Yeah.
you can't.
If
really,
you haven't played them, then why not?
and it's not really a game that you can spoil. I mean, there's
It's
no.
not got well. Besides the fact you died at the end in the first one.
Yeah.
You didn't though.
You went in. You were under the premise when you played the first one, and you didn't know there was a second coming out. You were under the illusion that you.
Oh, yeah. I see. Yeah. It's weird because my playthrough of it was I played 2 first, then 3, then 1. So you could imagine my fucking disappointment when I came back to 1.
Yeah, I think I played.
I played it in order because I bought 1 and 2 before 3 came out.
Yeah.
And well, I played it in the right order, bro.
I played the second one first, then a little bit of the first one, then 3, then 4, and now 1 again. Because I haven't beaten 1. I think I beat the second one on PC like years ago.
Yeah.
I can't quite remember. And I've also been playing a little bit of Lego Batman 2, which is a lot of fun.
That it is. It is a fun game. I do agree.
Yeah, I think so. I've been playing it with my girlfriend, which it's fun co-op. Not so much single player.
Yeah, well, I played a single player myself, but I didn't think it was bad.
No, it's a fun. I mean, it's a Lego game. All Lego games are fun. It does bother me a little that it has voice acting though.
Well,
like in Lord of the Rings.
I think it should just be kind of
It's so much more fun when they just point and mime and make noises.
And yeah,
Lego games are a lot more fun that way.
Yeah, well, I think the entire point of that is that it's more that's aimed for a child.
Yeah. Enough about me.
Suppose I'll say what I've been playing. I know what Marlin wants me to say, but I'm gonna leave it to him on that one because he's played a bit more. But the other games I've been playing, been playing a bit more Saints Row 4, like Anders. But, I'm still a bit behind because I haven't really had some time to actually just buckle down and get playing to it.
Yeah.
Like I'm only playing it in bits at the moment, and well, I did the Piers Nightmare last time I played it.
Yeah, I was talking to you when you were playing that.
Yeah, that was funny. That was really funny.
That's a great mission.
But no, that was fun. The other game I've been playing, I did. I was just a bit bored one day, so I just flicked on some Guardian Heroes.
Guardian Heroes.
Yeah, you know what that is, don't you, Marlin?
I do. I've played that quite a bit.
It's a really good game. One of my favorites. Really one of my favorites. It's this old Sega Saturn 2D beat 'em up brawler. But it was just
side-scrolling beat 'em up.
Yeah, side-scrolling beat 'em up. And how this game functioned was there was like multiple planes. Like you could either fight on the foreground or the middle or the background. And there'd be like different enemies in different slides. So you have to keep jumping away from them and jumping back and stuff. It actually worked really well, and this game just was full of ideas, and it was just really, really fun to play.
Yeah, well, it is. It is. I do agree. It's a fun game.
I'm very. I did review it for the forum, and I gave it a 10 out of 10.
Ooh,
it's
high praise.
It's the only game I've given a 10 out of 10 before on the forum, at least. But it's definitely one of my top 5.
So are you playing out on? Is it a port on Xbox?
No, it's an arcade game.
It's not. Yeah. No, it is a HD remake of the original Sega Saturn game. But
so it is an arcade game.
Yeah, it's an arcade game. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I just played that for a little bit, and I thought, yeah, this is still one of my top 5. Of
Well, next
the other
time you
5, I
play,
don't know.
bring me an invite and I'll
Yeah. Well, definitely.
jump in.
What is it? It's multiplayer?
Yeah, it's either 2-player cooperative or there's a 12-player fighting mode. So it's just you against 12 others just duking it out. It's kind of cool.
Not bad.
And literally anything that you find in the story mode that will be playable. Like a simple villager is playable. A wolf is playable. The actual god of the underworld is playable.
Yeah,
No.
I think it's good because it's multiple paths as well in the game to complete.
Yeah,
it.
there's tons of paths you can go down to, and there's
So
only
it's like
there's only 5 endings to it, but the way you get there can alter different, quite
Mass
dramatically.
Effect Eat Your Heart Out, a game that was out on the Sega Saturn's got more endings than you.
Mhm. And you could probably get to all those endings before you reach the end of Mass Effect.
Yeah. And the endings in that are different.
Yeah.
What was it called again?
Guardian Heroes.
What's the Guardian Heroes? I'm gonna have to look that up.
Whoa, what's going on with the microphone?
Who, me?
Who's Mike?
Yeah.
Mine or?
It just sounds a bit weird. Hold on. No, I think we're fine. Just,
Oh, okay.
I'm hearing a bit of fuzz, but it might just be.
Oh, I know what it is.
What is it?
Gone.
A little bit gone. Never mind. I think we'll survive. But anyway.
Hopefully.
Yeah,
I
but
think it's just the wires are angled.
let me unplug and replug in.
No, if it's mine, it's mine then.
Jesus.
Nope, it's still there.
Oh, okay, wait.
I'll cut this bit out. Don't worry. So, whoa.
Is it worse?
It went and then stopped.
But is there still a buzzing, or is it bad, or?
It's not bad. It's not too
I
bad.
can't hear anything.
It's probably my end then, so never mind. It probably won't affect the recording. I hope.
Okay.
So let's just get on with that. So no, I've been playing that. I've also been playing a bit more Warcraft as I do every week.
What do you play?
I'm one of those people known as a altaholic. I love making new characters.
That's fun.
I had a massive deleting spree the other day of characters I just don't use anymore, so I got rid of Utter Bastard, my warlock. I got rid of
low level characters.
Yeah, mainly around level 20s to 30s, around that level.
So what's your? Do you have a main even?
I do have a level 90 that I just don't want to use anymore. Like, I don't really want to use it. It's a undead hunter.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I think I stopped at level 86
All right.
with my gnome mage. He's awesome.
Mm.
To be honest, the first character I made was a gnome warlock.
Gnomes are the best class or the best race.
Gnomes are winners.
Yes. So you just once you get to the level cap, it's all you can really do is a raid.
It's just raid and
It's not really that fun.
I'm not a big. I'd much rather do quests than actually do dungeons in that game. But actually, it depends on each expansion pack because the current from level 1 to 60, that's really good questing and really good dungeoning as well. It's quite a good balance. Then Burning Crusade comes out and that hasn't been updated, and the questing structures are just really poor. And then like you're flying to one location, you get another quest to go back to that same bloody location, doing pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
And then that's scattered throughout the entire content of, that's at least 10 hours there, I think. Maybe even more.
Crusade?
Yeah, the Burning Crusade.
Yeah, getting from level
60 to 70. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then Northrend, which is Wrath of the Lich King, that's not as bad. Like
I like Wrath of the Lich King.
Well, the questing's alright. Dungeons are pretty good. I like the dungeons in that.
Yeah.
Cataclysm came around, and I just didn't like the dungeons at all.
I like Cataclysm. Had some cool areas, and I really like the underwater world.
Yeah, like that was alright, and I did really like Oldham. I really liked Oldham. Yeah, yeah, something like that.
I think it's Machina.
Something like that. I keep forgetting that you do play Warcraft. Well, at least you used to.
I really want to get back into it, but the laptop that I have right now can barely run it.
Alright, well...
Yeah.
If you do ever, want to get back into it, I'm always about on it, so let me know and we'll, I don't know, make a new character or something and just do the entire thing together. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Do you usually play as Horde or Alliance?
I'm both, really. I mean, I don't really mind.
Go both ways?
Yeah.
I prefer Alliance myself. Mainly because I really don't like Orgrimmar. It's a really shitty city, I think. Shitty city. I can't find anything. I prefer Stormwind.
Yeah. Plus, if you're on a roleplay server, if you are Alliance, you can go to Goldshire, and that's where everyone has sex.
Well, I haven't.
It's quite sad that actually goes. Well, there's actually a place dedicated to it.
Yeah, one server called Argent Dawn. If you're an Alliance, you go to this place called Alliance Pride Inn, which is the human which is in this town called Goldshire, which is the human starting area.
Right.
You go into the inn. You go into the inn, and then you'll just see loads of naked avatars just standing there.
I need to check that out sometime.
I want to record all of it and just do voiceovers of whatever happens in there. Like there's just this one. There was like the other day I went in there just to have a look around, see what I could look at, see the pathetic lot just go at it, and just there's this one guy just goes up to this I quote girl, and
girl,
he just in all caps just goes, "Hey, wanna bang?"
That's beautiful.
That's great. I want
ultimate pickup line ever.
That's like in Saints Row 4.
Yeah.
Hey Kinsey, you wanna fuck?
It's just I want to record all that and then try and do voiceovers of that.
That would be great.
That'd be fucking amazing. Just hey, wanna bang?
Up for a shag?
It'd be great. But no, that's enough about me. Marlin, what have you been playing?
I've been playing Lost Planet 3.
That's what I wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
Is it better than 2?
No.
No.
Really?
Not in my opinion. It's got a lot of things that 2 has. Well, it's not got a lot of things that 2 has that make 2 really what I loved about Lost Planet. Like there is one. Like, the rig is probably one of the only redeeming features, and how fun it can be just stomping around and feeling like you're in a Jaeger or something. Because that's the only reason I really liked it, and fighting the crabs and stuff, that's pretty cool. But a lot of stuff is like, well, it's a very underwhelming game, I'd say, for me. I feel pretty underwhelmed by it.
Even as a predecessor, it still feels really, stripped apart. Like,
they've taken so much out of the Lost Planet 2, and just, I don't know.
It's a prequel.
I don't know what they were thinking when they decided, like, why they thought this was a great idea or what. I'm dumbstruck, kind of, to be honest, by like the amount of things that are missing from this game.
Like, I think what made Lost Planet 2 was the co-op, the campaign co-op, which, as me and you know, is just the best thing ever about Lost Planet 2.
I mean, I'd love to go back to it sometime.
Yeah, I think we should. I think we should get like Adam and maybe Vixen if she's around these days.
Yeah, well, I know because like Adam was never reliable to get onto that, to be honest. So.
Well, you never know, but
yeah,
you can never trust Adam.
But no, like I haven't played much of Lost Planet 3, but the first hour I was really unimpressed. Like, everything felt so basic. The whole, what is it? Thermal energy is not used for survival. It's now used for currency.
Yeah, it's used as currency instead. Well, I think the thing. Well, Lost Planet 2 was a lot harder in that sense as well. With
because you needed thermal energy. You could use it to heal yourself, but at the same time, that is also your health, in a way.
It's the sense of like, if you don't have thermal energy, there's not much that you can do.
There's that. There was I just felt like I felt Lost Planet 2 just after you beat the campaign, it got it became extremely fun. Like as soon as I finished the campaign, I did it again wearing a servbot head.
Yeah, you get once you complete the campaign once, you get the customizability, and you get to really start having fun with the game.
Wait, you get customizability after you beat the game?
To unlock the characters.
Because you get pre-made characters, and you can like customize them and their appearance and stuff.
Okay. And
you can use that in the campaign, which is always funny. Like
yeah.
Because what they've done is when Lost Planet 2 came out, you could unlock playable skins for Marcus and Dom from Gears of War. You could do that. You could unlock Albert Wesker from Resident Evil 5 and Frank West from Dead Rising.
Dead Rising. You could play as all of those, and you can take bits from them. Like Frank West, you get a teddy bear backpack, and it hugs your gun. Like whatever your secondary weapon is, it hugs it, and that's quite fun.
Yeah, Frank West also came with a servbot head as well, and just putting that on top of your head.
I'm gonna just put this out there as Lost Planet 2. I bought that game twice because I enjoyed it that much, and when my disc broke, I wanted it back that bad. I did buy a second copy of it.
That's good.
It's a really fun game. I don't know why people hated it so much. I think the majority of people I know hated it because of the achievements.
I think my most hated thing about Lost Planet 2 is the campaign. Playing it on your own is terrible.
Oh, it's a grind.
It's just boring. It's not even remotely fun, but you have friends with you, and it makes the entire experience just so much better. Like, I don't even know how, but...
So it should be played co-op.
Yeah, it should be played cooperatively.
It's meant to be played co-op.
It's designed. I'd say it's designed to be played cooperatively.
Huh. Interesting.
What else? Yeah. But no, like the first hour, I was really underwhelmed with Lost Planet 3. Like, there was this one section where you had to get the doors of the base down during a snowstorm, otherwise the snow would just land on the base, which is bad, I think.
Well, no, it's more a case of the bases get blown away. But no, I know exactly what you mean. You're doing these pointless things, and
you're doing these pointless. Yeah, there's like I said before.
Incentive. There's no sense of urgency with it. It's like I can take my time, whatever.
There's no rush at all, and everyone's screaming down your microphone, just going, "Get the damn shield up, y'all," and stuff like that. And so there's no time limit to do this. There's nothing stopping me from doing this. I can just do this when I want. You could just leave the game for 5 hours and come back and they'll still be screaming, "Get the doors down, y'all!"
Help us, y'all! Yeah, just like, it's really like, yeah, it's a fun, it's good for what it is. As a prequel, the story as a prequel is great. The execution of the story isn't though. It's very much like the set pieces, and you kind of, while it's kind of attempted to be more like it's attempted to put more RPG elements in. Like, you have a quest log, and you can choose which quest you want to do. It's short. It's very short for that. It's just generally underwhelming. I can't think of anything else to say about it. It's good, but it's missing a lot that made Lost Planet 2 great.
It's good, but not great.
Yeah. Well, Lost Planet 2, in the campaign, you were always in different areas. There was no area that was the same. There was a massive amount of diversity, but in this, it's just. Well, yeah, it's not.
Hmm.
And it's not fun.
Alright, well, should we leave it at that then? It's not a good game. Well, it could be better.
It's an okay game.
It lets the series down.
Yeah. From a already, you know, I felt like Lost Planet is a series which just barely survives, you know? Like, if Lost Planet 2...
It does just enough. It does just enough.
Like, the thing is, with Lost Planet 2, if it didn't have the co-op, it would be terrible. That game would just be marked as really bad, but, you know.
The multiplayer for that, I've not played much of it, to be honest, but it didn't... The game itself, from the gameplay, it didn't really give me an incentive to play the multiplayer. I preferred playing it just as a co-op campaign thing.
Right. So we'll move on that. So speaking of Capcom, Kenji Inafune has done something. Yeah, he kicks off the spiritual successor to Mega Man, the Mighty Number 9.
Yeah, I saw that.
Basically,
I've seen the Kickstarter. I think there was a link to it earlier in the chat box.
yeah, it's pretty much reached its target by now. By a lot.
Which
shouldn't take long.
But there were some things on it, weren't there? Like the you can get there's like 5 places and you will get your face in the game. Like it will blatantly be your face, but it will come up naturally in the game. So I'm hoping someone gets like a picture of themselves on the really bad awkward face. Just I mean, I'm not gonna play it, but
but no. The Mighty Number 9, the concept behind it is the protagonist is called Beck. He is the 9th robot in a line of ones who were infected by the virus of the Mavericks. You know, so yeah, the C virus obviously, but you know, he's one of the 8 robot masters from, I believe, I don't know. Well, he was one of the 8 robot masters, but you know, he's the number 9, so that's special. But he'll run through 6 stages of Mega Man 1 and copy abilities from all his fallen foes with the support of his female friend Roll as he fights through various lesser enemies throughout the landscape. So you know, it's good. It's good to see Mega Man actually have something in its franchise now, even if it is a spiritual sequel.
When was the last Mega Man game?
I don't know, but
I guess it was,
you know,
a couple of years ago.
Capcom has been for some reason cancelling loads of Mega Man games. Like obviously there was controversy behind I think it was like Mega Man Universe it was called, or something like that, or Rockman Universe, something like that, and obviously Mega Man Legends 3 for the 3DS, which they cancelled.
That was a big
yeah, that was really big in the controversy, but they basically just put a full stop to that, and you know, now they come out with this, and it's actually it was weird because you know, when the controversy behind Mega Man Legends 3 was that Inafune, Keiji Inafune left it because he wasn't interested in the in making a new one, and he was, you know, I understand that because you know, why would you want to just toy away at something you don't really want to do, you know?
Yeah.
That's why I'm dropping out of uni.
Yay! But you know, but that's the thing. Like now, Inafune is backing up this instead of Mega Man Legends 3, which seems a little odd because you know he wanted to get away from the series, but now he's back for its spiritual successor.
Doesn't make a lot of sense, does it?
Not really, but never mind, is all I'm going to say. Mega Man's getting something out of it, even if it's not actually Mega Man, but oh well.
So, what do you think it's going to be out on?
From the well, it's only in the Kickstarter phase, which they've got plenty of money for it, but you know, I bet it'll probably be an arcade release, really, you know, something like Xbox Live Arcade or whatever it's going to be in the future. But you know, it won't be much, I bet, because Mega Man's not that big of a game, if anything. You know, I like Mega Man. I don't love it, but I like it. But it's not that massive of a game. Like I mean, look at Mega Man 9 and 10, which were made recently, but they were exactly like the older Mega Mans. They were they were 8-bit. There was all 8-bit music and stuff like that. But now, and they just released it on WiiWare, which yeah, so they sold it for cheap. It was still just as good as the other Mega Mans, or Mega Men, or whatever you want to call it.
Mega Mans.
Mega Men.
Mhm.
I prefer Mans.
Well, I guess we're gonna go into the plurals being not singulars and stuff. Yeah.
Deus, you've been very quiet today.
I've had nothing to say.
You don't care?
He's gonna be Lucius.
Really.
You're gonna be that guy on the podcast this time, aren't you?
Come on.
And I thought I was gonna be that guy because I'm playing Last Man 3's multiplayer, which is one of the other redeeming qualities of it. It's got a decent multiplayer. It's not playable. But yeah.
Alright, so I guess we're done with that topic?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright,
Sure.
okay, next topic. Speaking of Nintendo, because I said WiiWare, on Nintendo, Nintendo President Reggie Fils Amie says meh to PlayStation 4 and Xbox One launch titles.
Okay.
This is
Titanfall?
They are better than the launch titles they had.
Yeah. What?
Now listen. This is what Reggie Fils Amie said in an interview with IGN. He said, "It's all about the games. The competitive systems that have their announced their launch lineups. I'm allowed to say meh. I look at our lineup of titles, and I feel good about our lineup. We've got Zelda, we've got Mario, we've got Donkey Kong. In addition to great titles like Pikmin 3 and Wonderful 101, I feel very good about our lineup. And I feel very good about the value proposition we're putting out there for the consumer." That's what he said.
Basically, they've got a shit lineup.
Talking out of ass.
I love Reggie Fils Amie, to be honest. I love him. He is God's gift sent from Earth, sent to Earth. But yeah, I don't think he was right about this. Basically, he just said we're doing the same thing,
Only with no new IPs.
Is there? No, I guess there isn't.
There's not a single new IP on the list you just read. So,
but it's just I do love Reggie Fils Amie, but I don't know if he was really right about this one. But
He doesn't look like a guy who's right about much.
If anything, I don't think he should be the president of Nintendo of America. But at the same time, I just love him. And
no, he's a great guy and all that, but I mean, yeah, like you say, it doesn't look like the guy who should be in charge of stuff.
It's a bit like Boris Johnson. He'd be funny as Prime Minister, though it wouldn't work.
Well, no, Boris Johnson shouldn't even be Mayor of London. Like, wow.
But he's
on?
absolutely hilarious. Or at least I find him hilarious. Especially when he got stuck on the
zip line.
Yeah, the zip line.
What?
No, he's a joke. Why we would let a man like that stay in power is beyond me. He is just a joke.
He isn't doing any harm.
I think you'll find he is. By him being a joke, he's wasting taxpayers' money. I mean, yeah, it's in London, but it's like, wow. Saying he's not a joke is pretty...
it's a joke, but
ignorant.
I mean, if he was really costing the taxpayer that much money, it'd come up.
You'd be surprised.
Oh, yeah, no doubt he costs a lot, but it's not like...
No. You'd be surprised how politics works in the UK, considering how the West, like the Northwest, is pretty much... They don't give a shit. Whatever,
Yeah.
It's literally... Do you know how... do you know the Civil War in America?
Yeah.
How that was basically, it was the North versus the South, and after it, when the South lost, they literally let the South go to shit.
Yeah.
If
That's
the
basically
politicians had
UK.
their way, that's what they would do to the Northwest and the UK, of the UK.
So
It's-
anything above Scotland and North England.
Well, yeah, it's just, it's like when the Olympics, everything has to be in London, doesn't it? Why?
Well, yeah. Well, technically, because that's the capital of the United Kingdom in a sense. That's like the main city.
Okay. But what about the Winter Olympics? They're held in Utah and Vancouver, and all these other places. And correct me if I'm wrong, but Vancouver's not the capital of Canada, is it?
Yeah, but it's one of the most known.
Yeah, and Liverpool's a well-known city.
Yeah,
But
but
why-
I mean, when you
Why
think
are we
of
talking
Canada,
about politics again?
when you think of Canada, it's more. When you think of Canada, I think of Vancouver. That's honestly where I think of. Okay, next to Toronto, maybe on par with Toronto, but it's Vancouver that
Yeah.
I think first.
I mean, it shouldn't be. Like, where would the Olympics be held in Australia?
It'd be held in Sydney, even though the capital is Canberra.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Because Sydney's the most known city in Australia. I mean, it's the amount of people that don't actually know that the capital of Australia is Canberra is surprising.
yeah, I know, but it goes back to that. It's a case of it's stupid how it works. It should like
Oh yeah, I agree with that.
the best thing that happened to the Northwest, like to the UK in the past couple of years, was probably the Liverpool getting capital of culture. That was like the biggest. That's the biggest change, considering all these cutbacks and all that to like uni students and all them getting money. I won't see any of that, but capital of culture let us get some nice stuff in, and you know. But yeah, we'll get off the topic of politics because
Yeah, I just kind of zoned out.
Yeah, I'm just trying to run WoW here.
Alright, I suppose I'll go on to the last bit of news I have. I've already told Marlin this, but the Xbox One has announced that it will support 8 controllers on one console.
Yeah, I saw that. That's interesting.
It's interesting,
What
but
are you gonna?
the problem is, in this day and age, you know, we have online and LAN and stuff like that. What game is going to
You know what would be good if they could do it?
what's that?
Would be, instead of splitting the screens, whether you could actually have more than one TV plugged into it for each player as well.
Like having to.
That's the reason you have LAN parties.
Yeah.
Well,
Quite simply.
maybe if instead of having 2 consoles, it was just the one, and then 8 could connect to the one, and then the one console could connect
Now,
to
you
both
see-
TVs. That would work, I think. But
Yeah, that's what I mean. If you
There's
could
a
have
reason
like,
though. There's a reason though that 8 controllers hasn't been done on a console before, and that's because it's stupid.
Yeah.
The only
it's just-
games.
yeah, 8 controllers.
The only games that would work on 8 controllers on one Xbox would be games like that Buzz and stuff. The game like party games,
Yeah.
or like
There'd
maybe
be
top
one
down
good
shooters,
reason
stuff
for 8
like that.
controls. If someone really did have 8 controls for the controllers for whatever reason, boosting sessions. Because the amount of time you go to do a boosting session, but you don't have enough people, that would be the one
Well,
good thing about
that's
8 controls.
If you can plug in 8 controllers, you can boost most achievements on most games. But then
Yeah.
again, I'd expect if that were the case, that you would have a lot more players in each game.
Yeah.
When have you ever had 7 friends over and wanted to play a game?
I've never played split screen. I've never even played with someone split screen.
Never?
One thing I've done. Never.
Never, ever?
Never, ever.
Really?
Forever, never.
Yeah, I've
That's
never played split screen.
That's impressive.
I can't stand split screen. I'd rather actually watch them play than play split screen.
Yeah, some
That's
games
fair
have
enough.
retarded split screen.
Like, to be honest, I know a lot of games where I would rather play split screen.
I mean, for example, Call of Duty, the Black Ops 2 split screen on that multiplayer is bloody horrible.
Oh, split screen on any shooter's pretty horrible.
Yeah.
games that I can think split screen. Well, Lost Planet 2 had split screen, and that was like when I first played Lost Planet 2. I played it on split screen, and I enjoyed that, to be honest. But
I wouldn't mind it if. I don't know. The ones I have seen split screen are like top screen, bottom screen, if you get what I mean. Like it's cut in half, top, bottom. I wouldn't mind it if it was side to side.
Well, top bottom works. Top bottom works. That works so much better than side side. I think.
Yeah, I guess it's
a center split. A horizontal split works better than a vertical split, if you ask me.
Well, I wouldn't know until I actually tried it, but for me personally, I think when I come to think of split screen, I think vertical would be better. You see, I say vertical's bad because it's compressing your view. It's essentially putting blinders on the side of your eyes. Oh yeah, I get what you mean.
Whereas if it's horizontal, it's like you're in
it's a needless pop-off, basically.
You're in widescreen mode, essentially.
Yeah. Yeah, I see where you're coming from when you put it that way.
Well, that's why I say it works with like shooters better to be horizontal, but even then, shooters are horrible to split screen.
Yeah.
But like, I'm just thinking, 8-player split screen. Well, 4-player, you split the screen into 4. You're gonna be splitting those into 8.
Yeah, you're gonna be cutting each one in half again.
You're just stupid, really.
You're gonna have the screen the size of a postage stamp.
Essentially, and if you're on a TV like mine, yeah, you're not gonna.
It's not going to work.
It would be like.
I could imagine 8 people on my old TV. My old TV was 19 inches.
Yeah, that's going to be fun.
It'd be like watching a
Playing
game of
players.
Family Squares. But everyone's playing the same game. It's just I thought this was an alright idea, but then I realised we're in 2013. What company's gonna make a game that's gonna require that will support 8-player co-op?
Microsoft?
No, they probably won't. I mean,
they're gonna make one game just to justify the.
Yeah, I bet they'll make like 1 or 2 games, and then they'll
it'll be
drop
party games like Buzz. Like I said, it'll be party games like Buzz.
Buzz was good.
Yeah, but I mean, I was just saying.
Mm-hmm.
But
playing that with vodka shots.
It's like most games as well. Even though there's an ability, like an option for 4-player co-op, you only have 2-player local co-op. So it seems it's pointless. It seems pointless to me. And it's just like, yeah, look at us guys, we can do this. Why would I want to do that?
I mean, who would waste the money on 8 controllers anyway? Essentially, 8 controllers would be the same price as the console.
Pretty much.
Not really, considering the console's really overpriced, and a controller is about £30.
Oh yeah, okay, so it depends.
You're looking
over here, controllers.
You're looking just under. Yeah. You're looking about if the console's £300.
Yeah. Because there it might be, but here, like with the price of the console.
But even then, sometimes they give 2 controllers away with a console. So then you've only got
has that ever happened?
And 6 controllers.
Over here, the console's going to be $499, and the price of 8 controllers would be $400, pretty much.
It's it does amuse me that you French people have to pay more.
Oh, we don't have to pay more when you currency exchange it.
In the exchange, you don't, but I mean,
it sounds like we have to pay more. And then again, that's because over here, the cost of living's like higher anyway, because we earn like €15 an hour, but that's like 15-20 euros an hour, but that's like that just barely makes rent, because rent over here is like £1,000 a month.
Okay, segueing from like hourly earnings, do you know what annoys me about being a barman?
What?
In the UK, barmen are paid the lowest wage, but in other countries, barmen are actually on decent wage.
Mm-hmm.
And do you know what the excuse for it is? We get tips. Bullshit, do we get tips? People are stingy bastards.
They are now, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna finish that.
The only barmen I know that get tips are all ladies with, quite nice thongs. So
Well,
Marlin, put on a thong, and then
always make the joke that like if I had tits, I'd get more tips. And it's like everybody's like, yeah, probably you probably would. And I was like, exactly.
Hey, Marlin, you know what this is implying? Get sex
Oh,
change.
sucking on my titties like you. Yeah.
Oh no, I wasn't referring to that yet. I was
please
referring
don't start
more
that
to the
again.
line of getting a sex change in Thailand.
Marlena.
So, did you have any other news?
That was it. That was it. I got a Lutosh quote.
Really?
Yeah, when was it? Oh, this. I think you two have already seen it, but it was in the official Mass Effect discussion thread, and it was I believe someone posted an Angry Joe video into it.
Yep.
And yeah, basically Lutosh Lutosh responded to you, Anders. You know, you said, though I do find his videos entertaining, he does tend to blow minor issues with the game out of proportion with some for the sake of comedy, which makes most of his views very inaccurate. Then Lutosh replies, I watched about 5 seconds of one of his videos and stopped because I remembered I had some shards of glass that I need to insert into my eyeballs.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That's generally what I think of Angry Joe, to be honest.
So I don't know how Lutosh comes up with some of his stuff though.
Oh man, he's really cool.
He's a demented child.
Not really cool.
He's
but, you know,
brilliant. He's brilliant, but he's got issues.
He has got issues.
It's one of them brilliant kids that you're still a bit disturbed, though. That you just feel like they're a bit disturbed.
Do you know what the reason is really though? Daddy never loved him.
Yeah, he's got abandonment issues.
Though it was weird having him on the podcast last week because he said fuck all.
He said like 5 words, maybe.
He had about 3 sentences in it. Then I had to voice him because he was just being too quiet.
That was great.
I thought you were gonna voice him from the beginning.
No, he had to talk for a bit, and then he just stopped talking for some reason. We never actually asked him why he stopped talking. We just I just kind of imitated him, or at least what I thought he sounded like, and kept that for on the podcast.
I think he said
because
something about someone
you
being asleep in the next room or something.
He's from Beatthorpe, as the forum goes. I love that about him, though, the fact he cannot say where he lives. It just suits him very well.
Where does he live then?
Scunthorpe.
Oh, Scunthorpe.
But
Yeah.
Scunthorpe? Is that a real place?
That is a real
Yeah.
place.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, Jesus.
you're gonna get
And the best
wanna
part
get
is
into
it's got
people names
confidence.
that don't sound like real places. Look at Australia. Just look at the names of places in Australia.
Oh, talking about Australia quickly, do you want to know something I find ironic?
Go on.
Yeah.
You know you've got the Darwin Awards.
Uh-huh.
Well, a guy in Darwin decided he'd swim across a river full of crocodiles and try and pet one.
Oh, that's not good work.
And it was in Darwin, and he deserves a Darwin Award, so I just found it ironic that someone in Darwin done something Darwin Award worthy.
Is Darwin a place?
Yeah,
Yeah, I got it. Don't worry.
Did you know both the United Kingdom and Canada have banned the Westboro Baptist Church from entering their countries?
That makes sense.
Oh, I hope they have.
Well, I was just wanted to give us some good news, guys.
Alright,
You know,
I
in
would-
Japan, you have ice cream that looks like cum in a condom. It is absolutely disgusting.
no.
You tried it.
That
Only
is-
you would know that.
No, Deus, that actually is cum in a condom.
That's why it was so expensive.
That's why it
No
tasted so salty.
wonder. I was thinking more of Adele's a bit rubbery.
I can certainly
Man,
taste the cream, but man, this is salty.
It was proper round, so Jesus, he must have had a feast.
That's impressive.
Alright, I would say let's move on to the questions, but I don't think we have any. Actually,
I think
no.
we do.
I think we have one question.
We have one question, I suppose.
We'll then make up the questions afterwards.
Yeah, I guess we'll make up questions for ourselves.
I have a little bit of news.
Oh, okay.
You know the Ouya.
Yeah.
There's another one basically. It's
Another.
No, it's a competitor to the Ouya called the Game Stick.
What?
Very original.
It's gonna be out later this month, actually, on the September 30th. It's basically, I'm looking at the picture here. It's a little like USB stick thing that you just stick into the HDMI port of your TV, and it's got a controller. And
How much does it cost?
it says here it's gonna cost $79.99.
Fuck that.
Dollars. That's dollars. That includes a controller and an HDMI dongle.
Oh, because I know about the thing. Like I can't remember what it's called, but it's essentially I think it might be called a Google Sling or something. And essentially, you plug it into the USB slot on the back of your TV, and you plug it in. Well, essentially, it opens up a instead of plugging a HDMI cable into your laptop and the TV yourself, you just can. It's a wireless version essentially.
Huh.
So you want to watch porn on your TV? Watch porn on your TV.
Great.
Alright.
There's also this is not important.
Should want me to go on the questions real quick, or the question?
Yeah, let's do the question.
Okay. Xanasis, our good old pal, has asked us, if you could remove any genre from video games from existence, what would it be?
Modern military shooters.
No.
I wouldn't go as far as that.
I wouldn't go that far because Ghost Recon are decent games.
Okay, and there's also Spec Ops: The Line.
Mm.
Yeah, there are some decent ones out.
Don't start that game, man. Don't start going on about that game.
I'm sorry.
What would it be? What would it be? What would it be?
So sad.
Oh my god. I completed it again, and Jesus Christ, was I depressed afterwards.
It's so depressing. I just want to.
The worst thing was like the most depressing choice, other than the mortar scene where you burn them all alive by accident. The most depressing one I'd done was kill everyone in that camp after Lugo.
Yeah, that was awful.
I'm sorry, but I couldn't let them live after what they done to Lugo.
Oh, we're so sad for you. Now shut up. I think what's the technical term? Is it extreme platformers or like basically Super Meat Boy games?
Oh, you mean like I want to be the guy, that kind of stuff.
Like precision platformers.
The quote unquote hard platformers.
The hard
Would that include Catherine? Would that include Catherine?
I don't think so.
Because that's like a puzzle platformer, basically.
No. Have you played? Can you compare it to Super Meat Boy?
You can't. You probably can't.
Not really.
Super Meat Boy is ridiculous amounts of hard work, really.
But so is if you play the Tower of Babel in Catherine, then it's impossible to complete, basically. It's basically just one of them things that they've made impossible.
What the Tower of Babel is?
Yes, I know.
Then it should stand to reason why it's impossible to complete.
But still,
there's a reason it's called the Tower of Babel.
But plus,
it's a bit of
a bitch where we've got like this cute, ugly nurse. Yeah, she's cute and ugly at the same time, chasing you with a fork.
With a fork?
Yeah, she's chasing you up like a bunch of stairs with forks and all that.
I know there's a farmyard animal there somewhere.
Oh my god, the boss is... Oh my god, there's like a baby that's backwards with like its eyes missing. Oh my god.
Okay, but yeah, I would get rid of hard platformers.
I'd probably agree with you, but that's literally because I can't think of any genre I'd want to get rid of. Like, I don't like the likes of Call of Duty and that, but I wouldn't want to see an entire genre that go away. Although, you know, Call of Duty has you
Call
know,
of Duty has some redeeming features.
but it's not that I hate Call of Duty because of itself, but what it's done to the gaming community and what it's done to the industry. Like, the industry now seems to think that every game must have some forced-in multiplayer just to be as good as Call of Duty, and we must appeal to Call of Duty fans because it's the big thing right now.
Yeah.
And that's what it's
multiplayer's
done.
always been a big thing, though.
But when you put forced-in multiplayer into games like, I don't know, Mass Effect and Bioshock, where it just doesn't belong there.
It does work in Mass Effect.
Mass Effect
It works in
Yeah,
Mass
Mass Effect 3, it was actually fun in it.
Well, alright, but stuff
It
like...
didn't need it, but yeah.
It's like unnecessary multiplayer. Is what I feel
It didn't take away from it, basically.
I want to take away platforms that are extremely pretentious. Bit Trip Runner is one game I just can't fucking stand. It's like a rhythm platformer, which I like the sound of. Get the pun, but
It sounds pretty fun, but I get the feeling it's a piss take.
I was playing Bit Trip Runner 2, and it's just, they started adding such ridiculous things into it, like, if you hold the slide button, you can press A to do this thing, which gets you through this gap, or something like that, and it's just, so much mental work, and then...
what's it called? The Audio Surf.
Yeah, well, Audio Surf
called Audio Surf.
Audio Surf's fun, but I mean, man, that game can be annoying.
It just depends on what song you choose, but with this one, it's not to your song, it's to a rhythm of what's going on in the background. But which, if you do it in one go, it's actually quite nice, but it's just so difficult, you can't really enjoy the music, and if you fail one bit because, it will take so much time just setting something up, then, you're kind of hearing a bit of a loop, and it just kind of gets a bit tedious. That's why I hate Bit Trip Runner.
I've only played the trial, but it seemed okay.
I thought that as well, but after I played the full game, I just felt so bitter about it.
Yeah, it did get to a point where it was difficult to the point where it was just annoying. That's not good.
It's not that... I think when it comes to some indie developers, I think they're just, not as good as they think they are. Like... Yeah. Fez, for example. Fez is one. Like, I like Fez, but not nearly as clever as it thinks it is. Not nearly as clever. Like,
it's once you get a bit into it, though, it's impossible to know what you're supposed to do.
Yeah,
that's what bugs me about Fez.
Like, one example I have is in Fez. There's this one puzzle where you rotate the room around, and then you'll find a scannable QR code. I did that, and then it just told me how to do this bit, and that's all right. That's a thing, but that's not clever.
Huh.
That's not unique or anything. That's just me scanning a QR code and then doing a thing. That's not clever. And Phil Fish is pretentious for doing that, for saying it's clever.
You heard the thing about him?
Oh yeah, that was a while ago, which I think we already talked about. But
okay.
I think we did
a couple of weeks ago.
No, it was like a month ago now.
Oh really?
Yeah, that must have been about a month ago.
Huh.
But no, that was a thing. Phil Fish raging on Twitter.
Yeah.
Who?
Nuts. The developer of Fez.
And what would have been Fez 2, but then he said, fuck the gaming industry, I'm cancelling Fez 2 and I'm leaving forever.
And everyone was just like, ha 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 ha.
Baby. Somebody took the dummy from the baby and...
But I think that's past now, so we should probably stop talking about it. Alright, so that was the question. Has anyone got any questions we could answer just for ourselves?
On a scale of 1 to 10, how sexy would you say I am?
12.
Oh, thank you.
I'm going 14.
You're going 14?
Yeah.
That's the day,
especially when you're singing.
I feel like because everyone's been going to a higher number, I've got to be like a dick and say 2.
Oh,
Two.
fucking Simon Cowell over there.
Oh man.
Nobody likes you. You're just there because you're rich.
Well, when you're singing Peaches, you're like a 16.
Oh. Stuck in a
Arms away.
I'm sorry.
Stuck in a
There was one thing I wanted to mention briefly. There's the thing about the Xbox One being delayed in Norway and 700 other countries.
700.
Hmm?
Oh no, you said 7 other. Sorry, yeah.
So, I got an email from Microsoft like a week ago, and now I noticed it last night. And apparently I get a gift card for £20, approximately, along with a free game.
For the Xbox One, was that the free game for?
Yeah, I get a free game with the Xbox, and I get a code that gives me £20 off anything right now.
That's not bad.
So I think they're handling it pretty good, actually.
Yeah,
I'm
when-
happy.
when-
At least they're giving you something for it.
yeah, I disagreed where Willie was like, is that all? Basically. Because that is a pretty decent deal.
I mean, to be honest, in fact, I'd like to ask this: what consoles are you thinking about getting if you get a next gen console?
Hold on, I heard a noise. Did someone leave?
No,
There's
I'm still here.
There is a problem with the call, and us.
Oh, Anders disappeared. Oh.
But yeah, if I was to say what console I'm getting, I think it's pretty obvious now because I've been playing the PS3 a lot. Like, so my account isn't like basically empty when I change over to the PS4. Because, okay, Microsoft went back on what they said, but it's a bit too late for me.
Yeah, like King Jong-un was going to blow up a country, but we're not going to forgive him for that.
No, it's just, they've lost, and plus, what they did with my other Xbox account was like, they were complete dicks.
I take it your account got hacked and then,
It wasn't hacked, it went corrupt pretty much. And I called up Microsoft, and the least they could have done was give back my membership because it was their fault pretty much.
yeah.
And they acknowledged it was their fault basically. But when it was like, oh, can I have the €50 I paid on a year membership, because I'd only been a month into the membership when this happened, and it was a full year, and they're like, no.
It's fucking terrible.
But did you not get your membership? Like, did they
No,
not
I didn't
fix
get
the
it
problem?
refunded. Oh, no, they didn't fix the problem with the account either. I had to create a new account. I lost the membership out of my other account, which I didn't want to refund. Okay, they gave me a free month, but back then a free month come with a new account anyway. So it was pretty...
So they gave you 1 free month when you paid for how many?
12, pretty much. And the thing is, that free month would have...
Bravo.
That free month I would have got anyway. So basically, I didn't get anything off it. They were just like, you know what, fuck you. Which, okay, I stayed with Microsoft for an extra 2 years. But then, as soon as they started doing the Xbox One shit, I was just like, nah.
For me, I don't know. To be honest, I don't know what I want at the moment. Like, the PS4, while it's, quite possibly the best of the three, well, the most, I don't know, like, it's not the most shitty of the three.
Appealing.
It's the most appealing. It's more appealing than the three. There's literally nothing exclusive-wise that I want for the PS4. Though I want more exclusives that the Xbox One has, but at the same time, I don't want it, I don't want to always on Connect. I don't want,
Oh, that's stopped now. That's all stopped.
Oh, yes, they say.
Yeah, they say. Yeah, this is what you don't know with Microsoft. They could be complete dicks and put them back in later.
Connect that bothers me. I don't want Connect.
Oh, yeah, but you can unplug it now. But...
No, but
What?
you can't unplug it from the Xbox One, to my knowledge.
Yeah, you can. They changed it now.
Because, I mean, I'll be honest, I didn't want the Connect to start with. What does the Connect offer me? Nothing that I want. So.
You're paying an extra £100 for the Kinect, basically.
They're basically selling me an Xbox 360 with Kinect now.
Yeah.
That's what they're selling me. They're not selling me a new console. They're selling me
I mean,
what I've got. Better graphics. games.
Okay, they took the always online off and all that DMR crap, and the Kinect having to always be on and all that crap. They've took that away, but they've done it a bit too late, in my opinion. In theory, they should have never done it in the first place. I mean, in all honesty,
No, it was a good idea. They didn't explain it though. That was the problem. They didn't explain it.
In all honesty, it's a good idea if everyone had good internet. If the whole world had good internet.
They essentially did what Steam does. It was essentially what Steam is doing, but they just didn't explain what they were doing. They didn't say like, yeah, this is.
Yeah, but also the fact is the whole 24-hour check-in when some people don't have internet.
You've got to do that with Steam anyway, normally.
Oh yeah, but the difference is quite a lot of people on Xbox don't have good internet, so that would fail them straight away.
Yeah, a lot of people on Steam don't have good internet, to my knowledge, but.
Yeah, but the fact is, they should have realised when there was an uproar about it before it was even released, where people was like, the amount of bad feedback they got about the whole online stuff when it was even just rumours. They should have had some incline that they were going to get absolutely.
No, I don't. I think that they just did a shit job of marketing it.
I reckon it's a good idea.
Internet connection for a bit.
Oh hi.
It's a good idea. It's just not the right time for it, personally.
What are we talking about?
We're talking about the Xbox One in the sense that
like most people have said, is the main problem with it is that 24-hour check-in. That's what everyone disliked about it because, okay, granted, people with Steam have bad internet as well, but the fact is, obviously, it's worse with consoles when Steam doesn't get that a load of people playing it to that extent, but the Xbox does. So there must be something worse about the Xbox.
With the 24-hour check-in thing, I don't see the problem with that.
Me neither.
What's the problem with that? I'm sorry, everybody who I know uses an Xbox uses Xbox Live when they're on it.
Yeah, but when you think
about it, they sign in when they're on it, but there's no. It's only when, like, if I leave the Xbox One turned off for 4 days, it's not going to be asked about the one-day check-in because I'm going to check in as soon as I get on.
Yeah. But yeah, put it this way: the Xbox sold about 70 million units. Only 25 million use Live.
Well,
so it's a big amount that don't use the internet on Xbox.
That may be still like the fact that people made a big deal out of nothing.
When you think about it, let's say, for example, that 50 million people aren't going to be using the internet on it, but meaning they won't be able to play the console because they won't be using the internet.
If you don't connect it to the internet, then okay. How many households do you know now who don't have internet in their house?
None.
Okay, few.
But do you think those 50 million people? Do you think all of
even
those?
Even if they aren't using Xbox Live, they can sign in. Like, I don't use that. Like, sometimes I won't go on a multiplayer game. I'll still sign into Xbox Live.
Yeah, but
some of these don't want to pay for the membership. That's what they don't want to do. They don't want to pay for the membership. They just want to play offline and not using it.
But they're still connected to Xbox Live, even if they're not paying for it.
You still can. There are free memberships. It's essentially you're called a member.
They're still connected to the internet.
It makes no sense why people were making a fuss about it.
Right, the 20 million thing is that?
Personally, I would.
They're not forcing you to pay £40 a week for it.
Oh, yeah, I'd still be up against it anyway because I just dislike the idea. I just don't like the idea because if my internet goes down, which it has done for 3 weeks, 4 weeks at a time, where Orange are crap over here, that means I can't play the console for 4 weeks.
We don't know that though, because the console's not out.
Oh no, they've changed it now. But what I'm saying is,
no, but we wouldn't have known that unless the console was out. We wouldn't have known that even though they've said you need to check in every day, we wouldn't have known that we wouldn't know until it was out that we wouldn't be able to play offline. Say our internet went down a couple of days.
There's one thing you can mention.
They already said that it had 24-hour check-in, so we would have already known.
No, but
they actually released it in a press conference.
Yeah.
One thing to consider is that most.
So we already actually knew about it, but yeah, that's the reason I disagree with it because over here, because we're not in a city area, the internet is prone to going out for a couple of weeks because they have. I mean, at one point we were without the internet like 3 years ago for about 6 weeks. I mean, imagine that, not being what's the point of buying a console when at times you won't be able to play it for a week, 6 weeks at a time because your internet's went down.
Well,
I mean, okay, if you're in a city area. Yeah, but it's still pretty. It's not even worth buying if that's the case.
I don't know about you, but my phone can share internet. Like
yes, I can tether my phone.
Yeah.
If I had limited
my Xbox to my phone.
Download and stuff, I could probably tether my phone. If I had unlimited internet on my phone, I could tether my phone to my Xbox and not have to worry about it. As long as I had 3G, I'd be fine.
That's what I done when I was having wireless problems with my Xbox. I actually turned my computer into a router and had my Xbox connected to my computer.
Well, you can do that.
Well, you can do it.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, I was gonna say you just plug the Ethernet cable from your laptop.
I said you can do that.
Oh.
I didn't say you can't do that.
Because I didn't know that until someone was just like, why don't you try this? So I done it. I mean, granted, the connection wasn't brilliant because you were using a laptop as a router, so it depended on how much connection your laptop could give off.
You don't need a great connection. You just need that for a couple of minutes.
But I mean for online wise. Yeah, I mean. I was mean for online wise and all that. What's going on a sec.
Well, what online games do you play are...
The thing is, Okay, someone's on the phone.
Have we lost contact, or...?
We haven't lost him, he's on his phone.
So.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, what were you asking? Sorry about that.
I was just saying, like, that's a stupid argument he was just making, because if you don't have internet, you're not gonna play online.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah. Oh, yeah, but I mean, you won't be able to play the console anyway. That's the problem. That was the original problem, was if people didn't play online, and okay, granted most people now have internet, but let's say someone's internet did go down for a long time, they won't be able to play it, which is a valid argument.
I guess. But how many of the people that were complaining about this do you think this would actually affect?
Probably next to no one, in all honesty.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Most of the people probably joined the bandwagon basically on when a couple of people went on uproar, everyone just joins in.
I mean, the internet just needs something to complain about. Like everyone,
it wasn't as bad. It was. I still, for some reason, I'm just gonna say, I still think it was a stupid idea, but it wasn't as bad as it was made out to be. No. It wasn't that bad. I disagree with it, but I wouldn't have put as much as a complaint against as everyone else did and made such a big deal out of it, when in theory it wasn't a big deal.
Like when the Xbox One was first announced, everyone made a huge deal about it being so huge, if that makes sense. It
looks like a retro console to me. I mean,
in all honesty, in my room, it would suit well because, like, my TV box, my satellite box, and all that is the same color and looks a bit the same. So, in all honesty, if I had it in my room, it would actually look fine.
Yeah, like, for me, it looks a lot like my audio receiver and my Blu-ray player.
And
so
in all honesty, it's not that much of a big thing you're going to be paying attention to. I mean, you've got it for gaming, not for aesthetics.
I mean, it's not really big. It's like
I'd say
a little bigger than
in home owning, but
it's a little bigger than the old Xbox 360.
I mean, okay, looks are like a bit of importance, but it's not like a defining thing going, oh, it looks bad, I'm not going to get it. Because you're going to get it and you're going to stick it under something and it's going to stay there for the whole time.
Yeah.
Alright. Is that it then?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think we're done with that.
I guess not everyone answered the question. What are you going to be getting? What do you think you're going to be getting in the next gen? Like, are you going to get a Wii U, a PS4, or a Xbox One?
I'll say I'm I'm swinging toward PlayStation 4, but although I would like an Xbox instead.
PS4.
Right now, I mean, because of the Xbox's delay, I think maybe I'm gonna get a PS4 first. But
no doubt I'll get the Xbox One at one point, but it won't be for a while. That much I'm sure of.
I am planning on getting both. I really want both because they both have great exclusives. And
like, this is the thing. Like, there's the PS4 seems like a better option, but at the same time, there's more I want with the Xbox One than I do with the PS4. I'm not a big fan of Infamous. I'm not a big fan of Killzone, and they seem to be like the two big ones I've got.
The new Infamous looks awesome, though.
Yeah, it looks alright, but I'm not a fan of Infamous.
Granted, the original reason I was going to go strictly for the PS4 was because of Kingdom Hearts 3 and Final Fantasy 15, but they're now multi-console, so...
the only reason I'm going with the PlayStation is because I don't want to give any more money to Xbox, basically. I'm tired paying through the nose for what I get from them and what I get.
Put it this way, what you get on the PS4, what you get on the PS4 for paying, what will you get on the PS4 for paying the same 3 games every month? I mean, there's that's more of an incentive to pay, other than just being able to play online.
The Xbox is starting that as well. I mean, they need to start somewhere.
Oh yeah, but I mean, look at the quality of games Xbox are giving out compared to PS3.
Giving out some of the classics, basically.
Yeah, but on the Xbox it's a brand. I mean, they're working their way up, I guess.
Yeah, but I mean,
you can't expect like brand new games for free once the service is started.
Well, Sony done that, so I disagree with that, because as soon as Sony started PSN
have
Plus,
the money to do that. Sony have a much bigger company than Xbox. Xbox are solely developing games for a console. Sony have...
but Xbox are backed by Microsoft. So I mean, they have. If they really wanted to, Microsoft could put some funding into it.
Yeah, they could, but Microsoft are dicks. Even though they, I prefer them to any other company who I would have to give money to for a computer. I would definitely look toward Microsoft. But
Microsoft are good for computers. I'll admit with that. I like Microsoft on that half. I just don't like console-wise anymore. And okay, granted, part of that's because of how their customer service were a bunch of dicks.
To be honest, one of the reasons I really want an Xbox One is because of achievements.
Yeah, I'd like to continue my achievements.
I love achievements. I'm addicted to achievements.
Okay, I'd rather achievements than trophies, I'll admit that, because achievements have points. It's like a point system, not just
I really like that
trophies.
I really like that score on my profile.
Yeah, exactly. I admit that achievements are much better than trophies, but still not good enough reason for me to stick with Microsoft.
I also think at this point
it's nowhere near enough incentive for me.
The Xbox One has better exclusives, I think, right now.
Well, okay, I can't disagree with that anymore because Xbox is getting Kingdom Hearts 3 and Final Fantasy 15. If that was still PS4 exclusive, I would disagree. Yes, I have.
Titanfall and Rise, both of them look...
Rise I disagree with for the simple reason I would hate Rise.
Really?
Killer Instinct.
You would hate it, Rise.
Killer Instinct.
It's too much. It's too much. I hate quick time events. I'm sorry, but I can't
hate Lost Planet 2, and Lost Planet 2 had some fantastic quick time events.
Oh, Lost Planet 2 had great quick time events because they were all fucking stupid.
I don't mind your quick time event. I hate when a game always has them pretty much like Rise. I mean, the demo they showed off the Rise. Every seconds there was a...
I don't know why you don't like them.
They've changed that.
Time events are normally really easy.
Yeah, no, it's not that they just annoy me. I don't like them. It's not that I find them hard or anything. I just don't like them.
The final game is not going to be like the E3 demo. There's not going to be nearly as much quick time events as there were in the E3 demo.
if it doesn't, and once it comes out, if it doesn't, then I will get it because the idea of it's good. I like the storyline, and well, can't say I like the storyline, but I like the idea of it. The quick time events just made me not want.
There aren't nearly no quick time events now. They've it was just a temporary build that they showed at E3.
Oh, good.
So
then it's more appealing to me.
It's completely different now.
There's
also Titanfall amazing.
It looks like. Well,
I mean,
the cover for Titanfall looks great for me. I'm sorry, but just looking at. Well, let me see if I can find a picture of the cover before I make this comparison.
Also, obviously, there's
the cover,
Dead Rising 3.
I'm just seeing Gundam. I'm fangirling over here. Leave me alone.
I mean, there's Dead Rising 3 is going to be an exclusive to Xbox One. That's almost a reason in itself.
Guys, I hate to be uncool and all, but we got to wrap up this podcast.
Somebody's pissed in the water. Oh.
All right. Well, can we wrap this up if you don't mind?
Good, yeah.
All right. Before we do, I did kind of want to leave in one little space for this, but right now at the moment we are doing the GamesForum Pokemon League mini tournament.
Uh-huh.
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are. So far, we're in the first round. All the members that have signed up, except for Val, are taking part in this tournament. So it was Arik versus Wally first, wasn't it?
Yeah, my Arcanine took out his whole team pretty much.
Yeah, that was the first round. It went to Arik.
And then when I took out Entei, he was like, "Fucking Entei, Entei, fucking Entei, is he legal?" And then Zam was like, "Yes, it's legal."
Curious about that because I thought Legendaries were banned, but then I read it.
Yeah, it was just Ubers which are banned, not legendaries. But next up, it's you, Marlin, and Bread.
I would have had another.
Personally, I want to go against Bread because Marlin's got a blue team, which will mean water, which will mean...
No. I remember the other day that we had a match. You had fire, I had ice, and I won. So types don't really matter too much. Because, you had the advantage over me, yet I still won. This could happen.
But the problem is, a water Pokemon can basically instantly kill any of mine, pretty much. That's the problem.
You could have instantly killed any of mine. You didn't, though.
Have fun with Poliwhirl, bitch.
Zane was...
I'm sorry, not Poliwrath.
I caught Zan straight off guard with my Moltres Hurricane. He wasn't expecting it, and I beat him because it took about 2.5 Pokemon off.
But anyway, so that's been going on. Arik and Wally have had their first match, and Arik won and Wally lost, so they'll go into the tables. Then it is Marlin and Bread. Then me and Zan were up next. We had our match and I won, which I was really surprised with, because I thought Zan was just going to kick my ass. He seems like a guy that would know a lot better.
What team did he use?
I think he used his purple team.
And you used...
I used my Hats team.
With Breloom, motherfucking Breloom.
Oh, I fucking love Breloom.
I went to change to a white team, and I made this really good white team. And then if you saw the chat box, I was like, Zan was like, I named out my Pokemon, and he was like, "This one's Uber," and I was like, "Ah," and he was like, "This one's Uber," and I was like, "No, this one's Uber, no, this one's Uber, no."
And you know what I was really surprised with? That Excadrill was...
Uber. Yeah, Excadrill's fucking terrible. Terribly overpowered.
I didn't know that. And I was like, why didn't I use this when I was playing Black and White 2?
Yeah, he's ridiculously overpowered. His typing's a little off, but the stuff he can do is just incredible. He fits in so many different roles in the game. He just fits so well, Him and Blaziken are the only non-legendary Ubers.
Blaziken's an Uber? I wanted to use Blaziken.
Yeah, Blaziken's new ability basically makes him an Uber.
Damn, these Pokemon are just... I can't keep up with them today.
Yeah,
for this shit.
But no,
Too old, sorry.
So, there's that, and then the last match I believe is Eclair and someone else.
Lutosh.
Yeah, Claire and Lutosh, which that'll be cool to watch. You can find all the match videos in the thread. Yeah, I take it you've uploaded your fight with Wally. I take it Deus.
I think Zan done it because he was spectating the fight.
Yeah.
I done it as well. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure Zan done it anyway.
Okay, yeah, but I've uploaded the fight with me and Zan, which I won. But no,
You're really happy with that, you can tell.
I'm really happy because I was so convinced that Zan was just going to wipe the floor with me.
I was pretty worried about Adam's team, but okay, granted, I used loads of berries, as in each one of my Pokemon had berries.
Yeah.
Which basically made me win for the simple reason I could at least two-hit his Pokemon, meaning because my Pokemon are generally faster, it'd hit me once, and then I'd take the poison off and I'd finish him.
But yeah, so for the sake of podcast, let's just wrap this up now. But yeah, do check it out. Do check out all the videos. 'Cause they're only short because they like to speed things up in it. But it was a lot of fun, and if you're on the forum, please give it a shot. Like, it's a load of fun, and we'll help you. We will help you out along the way. Like
I won't. I will make sure you fail.
I'll make sure you win. Come to me. Join Team Raw.
Or join Team Marlin and forever be a peon.
I'd rather not.
Alright, so that's it
I'm
for
gonna
this.
join with my army of Psyducks.
Can't have.
I want to use... Golduck. What's Golduck?
Can you use the same Pokemon in
No.
the team?
Not.
Not to the rules.
I would have gone purple and I would have used all level 1.
I don't mean towards Zan's rules, but if I wanted to, could I or couldn't I in the actual Pokemon Showdown?
You can.
Because I was going to say we could do a tournament where you can't pick like legendaries or anything. You've got to pick a really stupid Pokemon, and you've got to have a whole team full of them.
Pokemon.
Yeah, you can only pick one Pokemon for all 6 slots. And it can't be anyone good. It can be good, but it's got to be someone really stupid, like Psyduck, Clefairy, and all that.
Team of Bidoofs.
Team of Rattatas.
All right. Well, we'll make
an endeavor.
All right. Let's end that there then. That was a good podcast, and I guess we'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Love you.
Marlon, please sing Peaches.
Just, wait, I need to... I've not listened to Peaches.
You've not listened to Peaches. You'd be perfect for it.
Who's Wait, what?
I'll find it for you, goddammit.
Who is it?
It's a fruit.
Doesn't sound... No, it doesn't sound like a System of a Down song to me, though.
No, that's not a Systems of a Down song, no, but... You have... I think you should sing Peaches.
I'll sing Peaches.
You should, apparently.
1 peach, 2 peach, 3 peach, 4.
Beautiful.
Do 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 do.
That's it, right, you should sing Peaches Fuck the Pain Away.
He said the F word.
Well, Marlon's here, so it's allowed to be...
Yo, I've seen the video. I've seen the videos of this.
You have to sing it.
I'll sing it. Give me a minute. Let me just.
I've got to save a woman in the middle of a lake.
What? In the middle of a lake?
I'm on Assassin's Creed 2. Do you know the bit just before you go to Venice?
Nope.
You
I
gotta
don't.
save that bitch to go to Venice.
What's going on?
Bro.
Any song, any like film where there's tap dancing.
Huh.
I know this. Oh,
Right, man, that's right.
sucking on my titties. Yeah, I know this. I know that. I've heard that before. Sucking on my titties like you wanted. Calling me all the time. I found it. Checking on my Sucking on my titties like you wanted me. Calling me all the time like Brody. Checking on my pussy behind.
Like sex on the beaches. What else is in the teachers of teachers?
Wow. Sucking on. Sucking on my titties, sucking on my titties like you wanted me, calling me all the time like blondie, showing the crispy behind it's fine all of the time. What else is in the teachers of features like sex on the beaches? What? I know that Bolo for the Mighty Boosh, when I went to see them live, he was singing this, but it was like, sucking on my titties like you loving me, come on, baby.